Hey, hi guys! Hey!
Woo!
Oh man, running in! Woo! All right, day 22, which means it is 2 days to Christmas Eve, 3 days to Christmas. Talk about exciting! Oh my goodness! So really can't wait for today's session. It's something really special.
I love
so
how you
um
put the little. I love how you put the little like music to the end of your thing.
this is my full promoter happy face. Who here is that? I'm so excited. Can anyone tell? I'm like a little bouncy puppy at Christmas time. Oh my goodness, guys, give us a hello. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We're about to have so much fun. Yay! Sharon
Oh
says,
my
Merry.
God, there's so
Hello.
much music coming from you, Michelle.
Is that my like happy vibe?
Michelle.
This is a promoter on excited festive energy. Woo! Oh
Woo!
my goodness, New Zealand. Amazing. There we go. We're the best hosts. Love that. Thank you, Facebook user. Love you guys. Oh my goodness. From the UK, Australia. Hello, Denise. Oh my goodness. What better way to start your morning?
Oh my God, you're so
Oh
funny.
my goodness. Oh, this is cool. Where is this place? I want to know where this place
Ooh,
is.
where is that?
What do you tell us? Tell us where in the world. And I have no idea. Also, you. I'm not even going to say that. That I cannot. I don't know how to say that. Whereabouts is this? This is very exciting. Hello from the Netherlands, Melbourne. Awesome. Colorado. Hello from next door. This is my mum, by the way. Hi, mum.
Your mom. I wonder if my dad is here. He should be. I
It's
don't know.
Gary, right? Gary, give us a shout out. Where are you?
Gary.
All right. Nova Scotia. Awesome. Amazing. Yorkshire. Savannah. So cool. Okay, guys. We have a special installment for you today. So, Yo and I were planning the Gamify Your Training Classes workshop. And when we were doing it, we realized that there was so much to do. There was so much we wanted to go through. There was so much value we wanted to give you guys. There was an epic amount that we wanted to convey. So we decided that we were going to break it into two parts. Hello. So good. So good. Amazing. So what we've got today for you is part one of a two-parter. Okay, today is part one. Today is your chance to experience what an epic interactive games-based class is like. And then on the 27th, you guys get to go with us under the hood and understand the ins and outs and why it's beneficial for your training, for your learners, for your students, for you as a business, for every single reason. So we're going to go through loads and loads of detail on the 27th. Okay. And today is about having that experience. You're going to get a little taste of what it's like, and you're going to have something really special to go home with at the end as well.
Yeah, you don't have to wait to get our emails that have been running a little bit behind. We are going to drop. Yep, that wasn't me. That was her. I think we're opposite. Can you point to me? Let me see which way you
Only
point.
if I go like that, because I've got to remember that you're over there.
Yeah.
And actually, you're so not. Yeah, no, that's me, guys. Apologies. I'm running a little behind with the email. So the daily digests, they all get sent by me frantically typing into the night. And I must admit, with the lead up to Christmas, I've got a little behind. So don't panic. If you have had up to Bob Bailey's talk, you are up to date. Okay, your emails haven't gone astray. I know. I got really behind.
Fired. I can't believe it. We're that far behind. You didn't tell me that.
It's only 2, 3. No, maybe no. I did the one after. No, I did the 19th. It's the 20th and the 21st. I lie. You've got one more after there. So I forgot when. Yeah, Bob was Friday. No, you had Saturdays. All right. So you've got 2 days to catch up with. So I'll make sure you guys get that tonight. I promise. That said, if you are worried about the yes, that's right, Sharon. There is one more for the end. So good. One more after. Very, very, very fun. So yeah, we thought you guys would definitely be missing us by midway between Christmas and New Year. So we thought, hey, let's throw some more stuff at you guys. Let's give you guys some really, really cool stuff to dig into between Christmas and the New Year. Because for me, that's the time where I've absolutely, yeah, we don't. Yo, do you get up at like 4 a.m. and I go to bed at about 4 a.m. and yeah, when you look at that in the continent differences, that's it's a pretty full day.
Yeah, I wonder if there's one point where I'm asleep and you're asleep at the same time, and I don't think so, because when I'm going to bed later, yeah, you're getting up.
Like woo, I'm up at like 8. You're like, oh cool, I'm going to bed. It's midnight. I'm like, oh right. Yeah, the thing is about like no overlap in terms of sleep. So yeah, we feel like little Duracell bunnies running on like high adrenaline excitement. Like this winter summit has been so awesome, and you guys keep getting in touch with all of your amazing comments and thank yous, and it honestly, it really does. It makes us really feel like this is all super, super, super worth it. We know it is. We know you guys are getting so much from it, but getting those messages of love and appreciation, like, yeah, it's lovely. Thank you guys.
All right, let's get started, because we got a lot, and there's just a lot of us, or a lot of pet parents and dog trainers that have got their dogs with them, and we don't want them to be getting a little antsy. So let me pull up our presentation for today, which is our Gamify workshop. So give me like 10 seconds and then we'll pop it up. So let's see if we can do this right, Michelle. Ready?
Let's give it a go. Let's see if we can get it right.
How'd we do?
There. Okay. It's there. It's good. You just want to hide your little icon at the bottom and we're good to go.
All right. We good?
Can you get the icon gone down the bottom?
Nope.
Thing. Just hide it.
I can't do anything.
Oh, weird. Okay. That's that'll just stay there then. All right, guys. So this is the My Holiday Story Workshop. So this is your chance to have fun with your own dogs, or you can do this with other animals too. If you guys have parrots and ravens and cats and budgies, you totally can do it with them too. What we're going to be doing, you guys know us. This is just a slide to introduce us in our classes. So there we are, looking all festive. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be coaching you through probably the biggest online class ever, because we've got people tuning in from all over the world. I don't know if this has ever been done to this size before. This is super, super cool. We should look into it. So what we're going to do is we're going through a live interactive workshop with you guys, which means you are going to be training your dogs at the same time as we're doing this presentation. So ask questions away, anytime anything comes up for you, ask away in the comments. They're going to come through just like before. We get to pull those up on the question and talk through it. Okay, so what? Oh,
sorry.
We'll just pause a moment. It's all good. Hello again. Oh my goodness. All right, so we'll just get that up again in a minute. But what we're going to do, guys, we're going to go through the stages and the steps for teaching you a festive sequence with your dog, okay? And at the end of the workshop, not only do you have a really cool trick sequence to show off to all your friends and family, you absolutely will be getting a template to the storybook we're using as we go through the class, which you can edit, modify, and add your own pictures to, so that you have a memento of the summit, of this Christmas with your pup, of everything all in one, and you can share that with your friends and family as a really lovely keepsake. All right, so have we registered this lesson to the World Guinness Records? Oh my goodness, that would have been such a cool idea. Can you imagine? By the way, we've got 13,000 people tuning in all over the world to do a live training session. How awesome would that be? That would be pretty awesome. All right, so as we go through, you guys can type questions in the comment box, okay? Any issues that you have, pop them in there, okay? As we go through, we're going to be giving you an idea of one way in which you can teach your, these behaviors with your dog if you've never done them before. But this isn't intended to take you through from 0 to hero in one session, okay? What we need to do is have you practicing away from here as well, so that you can perfect everything. All right, so we just got a little bit of a hiccup coming through with the slides, so don't worry.
Michelle, I need help because I can't see. So when I go to full screen, I need you to put it up on the thing. Can you do that?
Yep, I did.
Okay.
We'll do it again.
So, all right, let's start again.
All right, let's go for it. All right.
So are we full screen?
We have nothing being shared at the moment, yeah.
Okay.
I love a few tech issues. What would it be if we had a Tuesday without tech issues? All right, okay, I can see your screen now. We just go full screen and we are there. Excellent stuff. Okay, so we can't see you. So it's up to you to make sure that your dogs are safe and happy throughout. Take lots of breaks, make sure they've got fresh water available, okay? And if you have any issues at all, please stop the training, okay? You don't have to keep going. All right, take a break when your dog wants a break. And if you have any issues, drop them in the chat, okay? That's going to be how we'll communicate with you guys, okay? So let's go to the next slide. Okay. Oh, I love this. Go on, Yo. Tell us why. Why are we doing this?
So this is an interactive workshop. Why games, you say? Because they're fun and it puts you in a positive mindset. It helps build the community of your dreams. If you ever dreamed about having, like you are in front and center of your entire audience, just like we are right now, it just gives you an opportunity to be there and present and have fun with your community and build the kind of community that you want to work with. And we talk about community, we talk about your students. What students would you just love going to work with every day? It also enrolls your students into something that is more fun, right? So when you're talking about puppy training or adolescent dogs, or if you've got to run a Rowdy Rover class, having fun with games is allowing them to want to be in the right mindset to come to your workshop or come to your class. There's lots of different types of ways to incorporate games. You can do group games. You can do individual training games. You can do a storybook, which is what we're showing you today. This is normally taught as a 3-series class, or you can do community challenges or themes where you tell your community for the entire month of October, we're going to do this, amazing bingo game that you're going to all get a chance to play. So it just allows you to upskill all of your training and build the kind of community that you really have fun working with.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. And you know what comes with fun? Practice comes with fun, guys. So you never need to worry about motivating people to get out and practice. When it's fun, when it's enrolling, it's going to happen. And that's going to see the results improve. It's going to see the level of training increase. It's going to see things like the number of referrals and people on the phone wanting to join your epic classes soar. Okay, it's going to make a huge difference. So we're going to be diving into this in more detail, like we said, in part 2 of the workshop. So this is a flavor of everything. And then in part 2, we're going to dive under the hood into the mechanics of how it all really works. Okay, so in this part of the workshop, what you can expect, all right, you are going to create a storybook memento of your pup's Christmas 2020 that you'll be able to remember forever. All right, you're going to have epic amounts of fun with us and your dog. You're going to learn some creative ideas that you can implement in your own classes, and you're going to actually get a chance to experience it from the learner's point of view. So all of you trainers out there who, get to go and run classes all the time, it can sometimes be a little bit out of touch with what it's like to be a learner. So today you guys get to be the learner, and I am really excited to get started.
All right, so what we'll need today, now you don't have to have all of these tools or have these items, but in the entire story, if you wanted to do a video of this story, you want to have a dog or a cat or any animal that you're going to take through a series of behaviors. a bowl or plate that you're going to present what we call Mrs. Claus cookies or treats, right? You have two toys, one that your dog will pick up and put in their mouth, and the other is one that your dog will ignore, or your animal. I keep saying dog, but it can be any animal. You want to make sure that the training environment that you're in is quiet enough for your dog to listen to you and take your cues and not be in a state of stress. A blanket, a mat, a water bowl. If you need to keep your dog contained because you've got multiple dogs in the household or animal in the household, then harness and leash might be in place, or you can put an X pen around. Treats, a treat pouch, a clicker is optional. We're not teaching anything brand new that you haven't done before. So I wouldn't say that you have to have a clicker, but if that's your style, go for it. A box. So think of your dog popping into a Christmas present box, you know, that kind of box, or standing on a box would be ideal, but doesn't have to be. A Santa hat for you and a scarf for your pup. And then a water bowl, of course, nearby, so your dog has some fresh water just in case. And you want your dog to be able to go to a spot because Mrs. Claus is at the door. So something soft for your dog can go lay down to. It could be a blanket, a mat. It can be a bath mat or a towel, something where you can send your dog off to a spot. So you saw this list the other day. You're going to have plenty of time. We're going to be about 4 or 5 minutes before we start, unless maybe the warm-up is actually next, but grab these things. You have several minutes before we start page 1. We have 7 pages, Michelle, or 8?
Yep, 7 pages.
Okay. Okay, so let's go through the story really quickly and just talk about what this story looks like and what they're going to get at the end of this presentation. Go for it, Michelle.
Oh my goodness. This is where we get to get really creative. And one of the things you will learn about me and Yo, if you don't already, is that we love to get creative. So what we've done is we've created a Christmas storybook, especially for our students, and you guys get to be our students today. It's a holiday story and it features your dog, which means at the end of it, not only do you have that trick sequence we're going through, you guys will also get an editable template to use in Canva where you can upload and change the pictures to be ones of your own dog, either doing the trick routine or just some cute pictures of your dog to make this story your own. Okay, we're going to be providing the template for you guys so you can hop on into Canva. It's a free bit of software. Hop on there. It's web-based, and you can just add your own photos in there, download it as a PDF, and send it out to all your friends and family, or keep it on file as a memento for this Christmas.
You can also export it as an MP4 and make it into a video and overlay your audio going over the presentation, which you're going to see a demonstration of a little bit. Now, the photos that you see here are my dogs that are in our school program. So these are photos that I have used in the book. So they're not from Canva, these particular pics. We got to do a little photo shoot last year and we got to use them for this little book. But these are going to be the templates. These are going to be the photo shops where you put your own dog's photos in. And that's my dog at the bottom left, Mr. Bentley, who's going to be featured in this, this story, right, that we're showing today?
Absolutely. He is such a dude. I love your dog.
All
so
right,
this brings us on to the warm-up. So this is where you're going to get your dogs moving before we get them learning something new and trying something new. So what you guys are going to do is you are going to get your treats ready, you're going to get your dog's toys ready, and either you're going to have a play session with your dog, just get the blood going, get their heart pumping a little bit, get yourself moving around a little bit, or you can practice doing some behaviors that your dog already knows, really simple ones, just to get them in the flow. We're going to give you a couple of minutes just to get warmed up, and then we're going to go into the story and start the training routine.
Michelle, can you take the presentation off while we go into a 3-minute warm-up so I can see you?
Absolutely, I can. There we go. Woo! Okay, so we're going to have a couple of minutes on the clock. We're going to bring back the presentation after that. All right, what we want you guys to do is get moving with your dogs, all right, and communicate with us in the chat window. All right, let us know what we're going to do for your warm-up. What?
All right. All right, 3 minutes. So 3 minutes. Michelle, you got the timer? Can you do the timer?
All right, I can totally do the time. I'm on time. Okay. Amazing, guys. So 3 minutes.
Go ahead and start working. Those of you that have your dog or your animal with you, let's start just warming them up. What does it take to get your dog in a mode where they really want to train? Now, you are started. You have started. I'm just talking right now because I get an opportunity to not stare at the presentation. Michelle, we wanted to play music, and I had like this beatbox and like Christmas jam going. And then I was like, oh, I forgot. Facebook doesn't like that, right? So
every video we've done with music, Facebook is like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, we've been deleted. We've had our presentations completely deleted when we play music. So, Michelle, you've got a lovely voice. Let's hear you sing Jingle Bell.
I don't think anyone is ready for that. I mean, we've got people that have just got out of bed right now. This might be a great voice for narration. It is a terrible singing voice. I don't think no one wants bleeding ears. All right. So I love this. My dog says, thank you. I've been in front of the computer too much. What a fun interactive workshop. Thank you. Amazing.
My dog loves this too. He loves when I use him as a demonstration. He's like, come on, Mom, here we go. And just so you guys, you'll see him in just a bit. He's coming up next. But every time I go to grab his little Santa outfit, his little harness that he gets to wear, his Rudolph, because he's Rudolph and I'm Santa in the story, he gets so excited. He's like, oh my God, we're practicing. So I love it.
I love this. Exactly what Silly was saying as well. Soon as pick up the mat and the bowl, it's normally bedtime, but whoa, sleep can wait. Let's get it on. Let's go training.
Let's break the record. We want to know who's there. We want to count how many people actually went live at the same time with their dog. How much time do we have left, Michelle?
We have about 30 seconds left, guys.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put that presentation back up. So here we go with me. And then you can just tell me when I'm, well, you got me.
Bring you back up in a mo.
Yeah,
I love this. Kate, did you manage to find a dog at 5 a.m.? Or are you just watching Dogless at the moment and practice when you have the accessibility to a dog? Amazing. Corin's not quite out of bed yet, but enjoying the energy. We will certainly wake you up, that's for sure. I love it. Dorka wants to know what you're drinking from. It looks really cool.
It's you know what I love? My favorite color is pink. If you guys have not noticed already, the colors of our logo is pink. But yeah, I ordered a whole bunch of these because I just absolutely love this color. So.
All right. Okay, 3 minutes, guys. So let's go back. We're going to get started on the
page one. Okay. So traditionally, when we do this with our trainers and with even our clients, this is what we do is I have Michelle read in her amazing voice the story. So we read one page at a time, and each page has 3 to 4 different behaviors that we ask them to do with their pup. So I'm going to have Michelle read the story, and then I'll go over the 4 exercises that you do with your dog, and then you get some time to practice that. So this is page 1 of the holiday story that Michelle and I wrote. Go for it.
'Tis the night before Christmas. Santa and Rudolph are getting ready for the holiday. Santa puts on his red hat and shouts out a ho, ho, ho. A very excited Rudolph fetches his scarf so Santa can help put it on. Rudolph really loves this time of year. The lights, the cookies, the joy, and especially the extra playtime with Santa.
Beautiful. Doesn't she have an amazing voice? Oh my gosh. So the 4 behaviors that you're going to do with your pup are you're going to put on a costume of some kind while your dog is watching you. In this case, a Santa hat. Then you're going to ask your dog to fetch a scarf in which you need to put on. For me, I put my dog into a peekaboo or into a sit and place the scarf over your dog's head. Then you're going to break out into a fun little play session, however that looks for you. So here is a video of all of those 4 behaviors that go onto page 1 with me and my pup, Bentley. So putting on my Santa hat, rewarding him after. fetching a scarf and placing it in my hand so that I can put it around him. There's our peekaboo position. And then breaking out into a play session. So 4 behaviors, and we'll give them probably 3 or 4 minutes, Michelle.
Do 4 minutes. Let's do 4 minutes, guys. Let's get you guys started with 4 minutes. All right, so let's pull it back to the previous slide so they can see what it is they're working on. Okay, so the first one is putting on a hat in front of your dog, rewarding them, fetching a scarf. Okay, so if you guys have a fetch, brilliant. If not, just work on getting your dog to show interest in that scarf, put their mouth on it, and reward each step as you go. Okay, peekaboo. If you've never done that before, you're going to take a treat round behind, lure your dog between your legs and feed them in position. And then you're going to have fun and you're going to play with your dog in costume. Okay, so 4 minutes on the clock start now. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat box. We'll pull them up and answer them as we go.
Can I come back to you, Michelle? Can you take me off now?
I can. I can put this on part there so people can still see it and you can see as well. If we can make that big enough that they can still see the instructions, that'll be ace. That's it. So if we make that full screen, if that makes sense. Ta-da. Awesome. Oh,
that's
we'll get it working. All right, guys. So drop your questions in the box beside. All right, we'll have a little look. Oh my goodness, I love this. Stalker's like, I need to do an audiobook. Audible cord. Read some books. I love it. They like your Santa hat too.
Good.
That's gonna be the best one. That huge pom pom on the end. Oh my goodness. So
my God,
good.
I'm loving all of the shares that we're getting from this, from our dog trainers that have already started this with their groups. We're starting to get the feedback from all of them that have already used this and presented it with their clients. And wow, this is, oh, Ellen, are you here with us? Ellen, I think I see you. Yeah.
Amazing. Absolutely awesome. All right, so we've got no questions coming through, so I'm assuming you guys are all having a blast training your pups right now.
Yeah, I
love
love
it.
So
cool.
Yeah,
this is so awesome.
You know, it's much needed. We haven't really done anything with the dogs themselves. Poor dogs. We got a few pictures, cute pictures that I've screenshotted and saved, is when you've got your dog laying there and you've got us on the computer and you're watching and your dog's just like watching too. I'm just like, oh, that is so cute. Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, they are the best. Loving that. Just snuggled up together watching the summit videos. All right.
Fetch is a lot harder than it actually looks. There's some dogs that pick it up really quickly. You can see it right when they're puppies. And there's some dogs that are like, yeah, I'm not putting that in my mouth, right? Which I'm sure a lot of people have said the same thing. So that being said, fetch is a series of behaviors, and it's not something that's really easy to actually teach. So if you're struggling with fetch, we feel you. When we're teaching to our students and to the dog trainers are going, it's a go take, put this in your mouth, right? Callie is loving this. Good. There goes the scarf. Oh no, Alex. What did your dog do with the scarf? Oh no.
Oh my goodness. So when it comes to teaching fetch, guys, there are a million ways you can do it. My personal favorite is to break it down into 3 skills. So I'm going to pick up, okay, so a hold is the first thing I'm going to teach my dog to do. A hand target is the second thing I'm going to teach him to do. And a drop is the third thing that goes into that whole fetch sequence. So if you don't have a fetch right now, pick one of those elements. Okay, it might be that you're getting your dog to play with an object. It doesn't have to be a scarf. Okay, it'd be any object, play with it. As soon as their mouth goes on it, you can reward them. Okay, it might be that they pick it up, but they don't come to you with it. At which point, you guys are going to work on teaching a nose target to bring them over. All right, if they're really good at actually picking it up and bringing it, and they won't let it go, then you're going to take some tasty treats and put them over their nose. They'll let the object go, and you'll reward them for letting go. All right, so those 3 components of what you're working on. All right, so.
Dogs will not fetch, okay. So fetch us something that you want
Right.
to, if you want to incorporate all of the behaviors that we're doing, then fetch us something that you're going to skill that you're going to have to work on separately. I do it a little bit differently. I start with a game of tug, right? Is that time? All right.
Time, yeah. All right, guys. 4 minutes goes fast, huh? So drop a comment in the box. Let us know how you got on. How did they do? Were you able to do each of those elements? Was there something that was easier for you guys? Did you like one of them more than the others? Let us know how you get on.
All right, next one has, I think it feels like when we're talking to our pet parents, we might break it down into 4 skills, but as trainers, it's probably more like 2 skills. So let's go ahead and bring out that magnificent voice and hear you talk about, let's hear you read page 2, Michelle.
All right, page 2 of your holiday story. Santa and Rudolph head over to the workshop to take a look at all the toys ready to be wrapped. As they enter the workshop, Rudolph gets distracted by a shiny new toy and loses sight of Santa. Santa calls for Rudolph. Rudolph, over here! Let's get to work! Rudolph zooms right by the toy and comes happily to find Santa.
I feel like you're pressing play. Like I want to see you on the screen when you're doing this. This is so good. So good. All right. So for the first one, heads over, that is walking in a heel or walking really close by you as you walk approximately 10 steps from where you are. So dog walks in a heel position around the house, whatever that looks like. Then you're going to put your dog into a sit. And then you're going to take a few steps and put a toy that your dog will leave onto the ground. You're going to take a few more steps. So that represents the shiny new toy. And then you're going to recall your dog right by that toy. So here's what it looks like in a video. So dog walks in a heel, asked to sit, place a toy down on the ground, turn around, face your dog, and recall your dog.
I love that outfit. I cannot, the more I see that gorgeous Santa outfit, I'm like, what? I so need that. All right, so let's drop back to the previous slide for a minute. Let's go through the actions again. Just one more recap before we give you guys a few minutes to work on it.
Let's just do a 3-minute timer for this one. So dog walks in a heel or right next to you. You ask your dog to go into a sit. You place a toy down a couple feet away from your dog. You continue to walk away, turn around, face your dog, release them from the sit, and ask them to come to you. So recall, pass the toy.
All right, guys. Sounds simple, right? 3 minutes is starting now. Let's have a go. Yeah, I'm going to bring you back on.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. Hello again. All right, guys. So 3 minutes. I love this part of the sequence. This one's cool. This one's good.
Why do you hate that Santa on his back? Oh. My dog loves this harness, by the way. Like it's a little costume that I got, and he gets so excited. So I'm Santa, he's the reindeer, and he's got little reindeer ears that he does. So. Oh, Chief rocked it.
Wow, go Chief. Good job. Amazing. All right. So to make this harder, if you guys are finding this easy, you can add more distractions. Okay. You can make pretty much a temptation alley of their favorite toys if you wanted to really step it up. Go Pixie. Good job. Nice. Good
we
job.
Do have this audio of Michelle's voice. We do have in a is it MP3? Is that what it's called? MP3?
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
So we can also drop it into the group so you can lay it, which is what I did. I used Michelle's voice through my story and I uploaded with my dog's videos, and I made it into a story that you're going to see at the very, very end of this that I'm going to share all over my social media for Christmas. So.
Oh my goodness. So cool. Yeah, we can totally drop that in. So you guys, if you wanted to go all out, you'll see Yo's version. But yeah, if you want to go all out and record a video of your dogs doing this, then yeah. Yay! I love that. Love that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't mind the rest of the costume he looks like. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, we did a shorter clock for this one. This is page 2, right? This is the second page, right? Yeah.
Amazing. Look at all these. These guys are doing great. Oh, someone's asking, are we allowed to use this as a fun class with your own clients? Yes, you are. 100%. Everything that we share.
We should totally just give them the link to this whole thing. And so they can totally present it with their clients. They would love
100%.
that.
100%, guys. What we'll do is we'll drop this presentation in as well, and you guys can just go through it with your clients. 100%. So what we're really keen for is anything that Yo and I are presenting and doing in this group. We do have paid stuff as well, like that's out there. But anything that we're dropping into this group, you guys can take it, you can run with it. Obviously, for our speakers that we invite in, sometimes there will be time limits on the stuff, or permissions needed or anything like that. But for us, anything that we're creating and dropping in here, take it, use it, replicate it, edit it, whatever you want, make it your own. Yeah. All right, guys, 3 minutes are up. Woo.
Oh, wow, that was fast. Okay.
That was a quick one, right?
Okay.
All right. Okay, so page 3 coming up.
Aww, okay. Little Miso.
Okay, I love this. Who is this dog? This dog is the cutest. You guys can't see the rest of the picture. It is one of my favorites.
Her name is Miso. She was a Pomeranian that I had a board and train with for about 20 days. It was a pet parent that has never had a puppy at 8 weeks old. And she lives in a high-rise building. So most of the people that I work with live in a high-rise building. So it's 21 floors. Elevators and all of that. So the level of training that this dog had to get through at such a young age for just to be able to be well-mannered in, going down the hall and elevator was what was important for her. So
yeah, fun. She's so adorable. such a different world to the kind of countryside here. Okay, page 3.
I love it.
Santa grabs an empty box and places it on the floor. Rudolph jumps into the box. Silly Rudolph, what are you doing? Santa asks. Rudolph responds, wrap me up. I want to surprise one of the children this Christmas. Get on out and come here and help me wrap the presents instead, laughs Santa. Rudolph grabs a toy and drops it in the box. Santa shouts out, great job, and gives Rudolph a high five before beginning to wrap up the gift.
You're going a little off script, Michelle. Okay. All right. So that's 4 exercises for you guys that are participating with your animal. You're going to ask your dog to go into a box or stand on the box or engage in any way. When I'm teaching this behavior, I'll normally ask to do shaping so that you're not overwhelming your dog. But whatever that looks like, we're not going to teach you how. It's just somewhere near the box, in or on. Any interaction. Next, for wrap me up, said Rudolph, is a spin in 1 or 2 directions. And then putting a toy in the box. That is where you ask your dog to bring a toy to you, and you may ask your dog to drop it, but underneath is some kind of toy box or box that you were using to have your dog go into. And then lastly is a high five. So here is a short video of Bentley and I doing all of that. So here's a box. Bentley goes into the box happily. This is one of the things we learned in KPA. It was really early on. And then spin. We have him going a spin in circles. So he is turning in both directions on cue. And then dropping a toy into a toy box or into a box or into something. And then giving your pup a high five. So in or on a box, spin, toy in the box, high five. Now this one's going to take a little longer. So let's go back to 4 minutes for this one. And let's keep, I'll go back a slide. Does anyone need to see that video again?
I think show it one more time, Yo. Yeah, show it one more time.
Okay, here we go.
So someone was asking whether they needed to do the spins in the box. No, they don't. They can do the spins outside of the box. If you have a big dog, it's totally okay. Like you can see here, one of the box sides is ripped down so they can just walk inside. That's absolutely fine. If your dog's not comfortable jumping in, all right, nice work.
Yeah, and initially the video that I showed with my with the students in our dog trainer program was a dog going on the box versus in. So I happened to find a really big box and I opened one side and did do in the box. All right, so let me go back one. So we've got the text version of this. And let's do a 4-minute timer for this one. So
4-minute timer, ready?
Going in or on. Spin in 1 or 2 directions, whatever that gets to look like for you, any kind of movement of spin. And then put a toy in a box or maybe just in your hand if you prefer, and then give your pup a high five. Have fun with this one. This was one of my favorite pages right here, by the way.
I love this. I love this. So do you want to come back on screen, Yo? I'll pull you out.
I would love to. I'm feeling a little disconnected.
It's the weirdest feeling when you've got those slides up and you see nothing else. Yeah. Weird feeling. So love this. So Rebecca was saying can only fit 2 front feet in the box because she's 70 pounds. That's totally okay. I have a humongous dog too, and he can do two paws in, and that's fine. It's an interaction that we're looking for. So any interaction is good.
Yeah, just so you know how big my dog is, he is 70 pounds. So he is an Australian Shepherd Poodle. We call them Aussie Doodles out here. And if you guys know me, if anyone knows me, we might have a little question about this a little bit later in Trivia Pursuit on Christmas Eve, is I am a doodle fanatic. Bernedoodles, F1B Bernedoodles, Golden Doodles, Labradoodles, Australian Labradoodles, Aussie Doodles, like anything to do with a doodle, I pretty much know all about. So
that's, oh my goodness. What you don't know about doodles. Oh my goodness. Caroline has a Leon burger, so he opted to do it down. The box may not have survived. I feel you, Caroline. Logan, my Malamute, weighs in at about 53 kilos, so I don't think a box would have survived that either.
Yes, the ribbon was for the spin. The person that asked that, I actually used the ribbon for the spin later on when I recorded it. But yeah, that was like, you know, you wrap a little ribbon on their scarf and they spin around. But for a photo that you're going to do, if you don't want to do a video version of this, you're going to have the Canva book with each of the little, you know, ability to put your own dog's photo. What I would do is take some ribbon, place it around their neck and tie a little bow and then snap a picture like that.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's not something you're going to start with. Like, you want to teach your dog how to spin, you want to build up their confidence around the ribbon, then we want to put it all together if you wanted to. Yeah, so DJ's like, getting the toy in the box is the hardest part. Absolutely. So my top tip for this, guys, if you have a retrieve with your dog already, put the box between you and your dog when they're bringing it back. Okay, if they deliver it to your hand, put your hand above or slightly into the box and let them deliver it that way. Then you can start to whip your hand away as they come over and let go. And eventually, oh, that's my mom, Jess is having fun. Awesome. Oh, Heather, yeah, you need a huge box. I think like one of those massive moving crate boxes would probably be big enough. Amazing. Amazing. There we go. Christine's got a 50-kilo dog and he can go into a box. I want to see a picture of your dog in the humongous box that you have. That is awesome. Yeah.
This is one of the photos that I love to share, is your dog in a box, just sitting there, you know, and I love those photos that I see quite a bit when people share with me. I love that pic. So it's one of the ones I especially, I know this is probably a little bit late, but especially if you can gift wrap the bottom of the box, right? And have a little, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Absolutely.
Yeah, if you've done all those 4, again, don't overdo it. We still have several pages to do. So just get through those, a few repetitions, maybe like my dog, 2 or 3, and that's it. He's like, I'm 7 years old, Mom. Don't forget, I'm 7. And he's like, he loves doing this stuff, but I keep it very short and sweet. I stop when I'm ahead. I stop before he wants to stop because he gets a little break. And then he's like, what's next, Mom?
All right, guys, we're at 4 minutes. Yeah, really good. Totally can use a platform for this. No reason you can't use a platform. You can even decorate your platform up to make it all festive, which is really, really awesome. What I was going to say, guys, is when you've got your pictures, you know, when you're practicing this and you want to send us some pictures, I want you to drop them into the group and I want you to use the hashtag #myholidaystory. So hashtag #myholidaystory and share your pictures of doing this training. Let's absolutely flood Facebook with images of your dogs having a great time this festive season.
All right. Moving on
Four.
to page 4. And this dog that you see here, his name is Rocco. He's got a bunch of first place awards in God, what does he do? His mom is just devoted to him, and I absolutely love. She shares every picture that she has of him. She shares with our group. So
He's so gorgeous.
He is very pretty.
All right, page 4. Rudolph sits patiently, waiting for his favorite part, where he gets to help tie the bow. Suddenly, there is a knock at the door. Rudolph heads over to his spot, while Santa goes to check and see who's at the door. Santa returns with a plate of fresh cookies delivered by Mrs. Claus. He puts the plate down and runs to the kitchen to get some milk. When he returns, he places a cookie down for Rudolph. Says, "Rudolph, go take a cookie break." Rudolph runs over and gladly eats his cookie.
Okay, so how we would explain this in a class is paw on a box. So what I was doing, you'll see in the video that I'm going to play in just a second, is I'm tying a bow and Bentley puts his paw on the knot of the bow. Then you ask your dog to go to a spot because someone is at the door. Very common behavior that we teach all the time. Then you place, because Miss Claus has brought you cookies, you place a plate of your dog's treats at a distance that your dog is not going to get up and get, and you ask them to leave the plate of cookies. Then you pick up that plate, and what I was doing is bowl manners, where we put a plate down, ask your dog to wait for a second, and then they're released to go eat. So here are your behaviors. Paw on a box, go to a spot, place food down where you say leave it, and then place food down. Then you work on putting food down where your dog is allowed to have, and releasing them. So here's the video for that. So Bentley wanted to help me wrap the present, so he brought over the ribbon. Here's me wrapping the present. And there's a knot. I asked Bentley to put his paw on the knot after he well, apparently he put his nose, but that's fine. There's a knock at a door. I go away while Bentley goes to a spot. I come back, place a plate of treats down. I walk away. He is asked to leave it. And then I put a plate that he is allowed to have, and then I release him to go eat the cookies. Do we need to share that again?
Yeah, let's show it one more time.
Okay. So paw on the box. 2 paws, 1 paw, whatever that looks like. Go to your spot, place a treat on a plate or on the floor, and ask your dog to leave it. I don't actually use the word leave it with my dog. He knows that if he's on his bed and I throw stuff down or drop it, he doesn't get up. So for me, I didn't have to use the word leave it, but you might need to use leave it. And then I come back to his spot where he is staying, and I present food that he can have, and I release him, and then he can have his treats.
Beautiful. All right. So you got your paws in a box. Okay. You've got go to a spot. Okay. And do a little bit of a stay while you walk away, come back with some cookies, leave the cookies that you put on the floor, walk away, come back, pick them up, put something your dog is allowed down, and then release them to have it. Okay. So we're going to give you 3 minutes for this. Okay. And if you have any questions as you're going through, drop them in the comments and we'll be able to answer some of your questions. So I'm going to bring you back on the screen, yo. Let's give everyone 3 minutes. All right. Can't wait to see how you get on with this part. Love this one. This was always Logan's favorite thing to do. He loved doing the Leave It games. He loved doing the ones where he had to hold the spot. He was like, this is great. I'm getting free food for lying here. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm loving how much you guys are loving it. Absolutely brilliant. And you know what, Shona, if you did a spin with your dog holding the ribbon in their mouth instead of having it tucked into a collar while they spin, that is so cool. That is awesome. It is totally fun and fine to have a variation of this and play with it. Make it your own. It doesn't have to be absolutely word for word what's in the storybook. So I love that you've done that. That's amazing. Very, very, very cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I stopped teaching Leave It. Do you still teach it like with your pet parents, Michelle?
I teach it automatically. So my favorite thing to do is, rather than teach my dogs to leave when I ask them and then have the mindset of, cool, if you haven't asked me to leave it, I'm just going to hoover. I love to teach my dogs to offer a check-in with me when they see things, and then I reward them with something else. So rather than me having to ask to leave, what I end up with is my dogs looking out for stuff in the environment and checking in with me to see if they get something better. So they do it automatically. And I love that, because then if I don't see the discarded kebab skewer that's on the floor and they do, they offer that behavior. It's really reliable.
I like having a set of, like, it doesn't have to be one way. Like, you don't always have to teach Leave It. So I'll incorporate it with pet parents. You know, I'm like, if you're really stuck on teaching it, this is what it looks like. Otherwise, for our service animal prep puppies, they never take anything off the floor. So they're always checking in, like, yeah, can I have that? Can I have that? They're like, really? Did I get that? Yeah. Really? So,
and I love that. The more I can teach my dog contextual cues, the more I can teach them the things that happen in the environment and the things that are around them are the prompts for behavior, the more reliable the behavior is going to be, and the less I need to totally be aware of everything that's happening. Because that's often where things downfall, where we kind of like, oh man, I didn't see the hamburger. Oh boy. Yeah, that's where I tend to find coming in.
Yeah, this is just meant to be really fun and inspire you to do some fun stuff with your group and with yourself, with your dog, you know, with your animal, whatever you have, just to incorporate some fun. We do in some of my big gamification that I did in Lake Tahoe. It was like Ring Around the Rosie. It was Duck Duck Goose. Like,
so many fun
bring
things.
all those old school things back into your training and your coaching. If you've got children, same thing. Gamify your daily life. Like, even make washing the dishes fun. You know, I'll go wash a dish and then I'll put a quarter in the bucket and go wash another dish, put a quarter in the bucket. Like, I've got to make everything in my life.
I love the positive human reinforcement there, Yo. What do you buy with all your quarters?
It's a good question. I've never actually spent my coins ever.
Oh my god, you must have like bucket loads. All right, time, guys. Time. How did you get on? Drop us a little comment. Let us know how that went for you guys. How good are they with their food manners? Oh my goodness, awesome. Doing good. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
All right, so talk about, Michelle, your favorite. Okay, well, I have to be really careful with that.
Tahoe games were great fun. There we go. So DJ, sounds like DJ was in your Tahoe retreat. Amazing.
Who is your ideal client?
My ideal student to teach?
Well, as a pet parent, because I know we have dog training clients as well, but what is your pet parent? Because this particular pet parent that went away and came up with the last 2 pages of this. Okay, go for it.
Oh my goodness. I thought you were talking about what my like the characters of my ideal students are. Okay, we have one student in my advanced class who've been working through this. Sonia, you're getting a shout out. Sonia and Obi actually came up with the last couple of pages for our Christmas story, and they are absolutely smashing their training. They're doing so good with this. Now, Obi is an adolescent Siberian Husky, and the connection that Sonia and Obi have is just absolutely beautiful. In fact, the connection that Sonia has with all of her dogs is absolutely phenomenal. You are always doing so many cool things. They'll go, on like boat rides, and they'll go to cool islands and have exploration times. They'll go swimming and do dock diving and all sorts of really cool stuff together. And yeah, like I am always excited to see what your next installment is. So yeah, Sonia created the last 2 pages of the story today, which are fantastic.
Yeah, so we went away and sent our pet parent students to go off and finish 2 pages of the story. So what would the ending get to look like? So it's a great idea. It's a great way to take a 3 series class and put it back into a pet parent's, hands, right? What does the end of your story look like? What do you like to do with your pup? So this is page 5. So Michelle, let's read page 5.
All right, page 5. Rudolph knows that Santa rarely ever gets thanked for all the hard work he puts in year after year to deliver all the gifts to the children across the world. Rudolph eyes Santa and asks him to follow him and walks around the different gifts that Santa has laid out. Rudolph stops in front of one gift in particular and sits next to it. The gift says, "To Santa from Rudolph."
All right. So this is a weave. Is what the behavior the trick that you're going to ask your dog to do. You can weave between your legs or around gifts. Ideally for me with my dog, I just used luring, which I never usually use luring, but I had to do it because had to get a video pretty quickly. And it was a gift bags that he had never seen before. And then we go into a sit next to a gift. So here's a quick video of what that looks like.
Rudolph knows that Santa rarely ever gets thanked for all the hard work he puts in year after year to deliver all the gifts to the children across the world. Rudolph eyes Santa and asks him to follow him, and he walks around the different gifts that Santa has laid out. Rudolph stops in front of one gift in particular and sits next to it. The gift says, "To Santa from Rudolph." Love that. I love that it still had the audio on as well. Sneak peek of what's coming up. Amazing. All right, guys. So let's go back to the previous slide. Let's recap those behaviors for you. Okay, you're going to get them to weave or walk around the gift bags. If you don't have gift bags, don't worry. You can use anything from little boxes to toys, whatever you want to use, cones, anything you like. All right. And then you're going to get them to sit next to one of those objects.
So even around you, all the way around you, around your legs, anything that's got to do with movement in the area of where presents are, and then sitting next to a present would be ideal. All right. All right.
So 2 minutes on this one, guys.
Yeah.
We'll get that one started. All right. And I'm going to bring you back. Go. Freedom. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I know how weird it is sitting behind and not being able to see anything when you're pulling up those presentation slides and you're like, no, can't see it. Don't know if it's doing it. It's just like hoping that it is. Love it. Oh, this is so cool. Mincy says, my shy little rehome girl loves sequence 1. Hadn't got around to teaching put a collar on yet, but got that behavior now using a little tube scarf. Yes, that's amazing. Well done. Well done. Very good.
Look at this.
All right, someone here is having trouble because their dog loves to put their head into the shopping bags. All right, so what you're going to do if this is your dog, okay, you are going to take it back a step. You're going to work further away from the distractions. So rather than weaving in and out of those bags, what you're going to try doing is, if you need to, luring your dog alongside and back and ignoring those bags, all right, until you can remove the lure and just walk with them and reward them, and they're still ignoring them. And then you can start walking around the outside, giving yourself loads of space, and then gradually get closer while they're still able to ignore it.
Anna, amazing.
Amazing. I love it. Absolutely love it. I love it when our dogs are like, yeah, you know what? I can totally ace it. I've got this. Yeah. I've got this. Amazing.
Yeah, our pet parents are, our dog trainers love this, but our pet parents are just like, this is so much fun. Yeah,
100%.
I love
this. Is a cool idea. Yeah, this is a cool idea. So for advanced students, if you guys have done scent work before, 100%. You can put your scent article in one of those bags, and you can get your dog to go around and search the ones and sit or indicate on the bag that has the gift or the hot scent in. Yes, I love that, Dorka. Amazing. Awesome. If you do scent work and want to have a go, drop it in the group. Hashtag my Christmas story. We would love to see that. That is such a cool idea. Amazing.
How are we doing on time?
We are at 2 minutes. That was perfect. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right, guys. So let's have a look at what the next page has in store for us.
All right, last 2 pages.
Oh, page 6. Okay. Santa is surprised by Rudolph's kindness, generosity, and ingenious gift wrapping skills. He gives Rudolph a gentle hug as Rudolph whispers his biggest Christmas wish in Santa's ear. Afterwards, Rudolph settles down by Santa's feet as he finishes the Christmas list. Rudolph takes one more look at Santa before nodding off and keeping Santa's slippers warm.
So the 2 behaviors that I put on video were my dog telling me a secret and then settling by my feet and going into an ear down. So not just a hip down, but all the way into what, some people call the play dead position. For this particular behavior, I just did treat to the air and let my dog nibble on the treat while I pretended he was whispering. I was like, oh, you have a secret? Okay. Oh, okay. Got a secret. Oh, wow. That's fabulous. Great. Oh, and you want to give this to your friends? Oh, we're going to give your puppy a present. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Awesome.
I love it. So cute. So cute.
He's like, Mom, I'm tired. Okay, I'm going to sleep right here by your slippers.
All right. Love it. Love it. Love it. So, guys, you're going to be practicing the whispering a secret in your ear. If you haven't got this on cue, like Yo said, just take a little tidbit, hold it between your fingers, put it up to one side, okay? And you're going to let your dog nibble that treat out of your hand. And then gradually you can start to do it without the food until you can just do this and your dog comes and targets that part of your hand and your ear.
Yeah, the treat is being held on my pointing finger and thumb, and then I go like this, like there's a secret, and then you kind of, if you're on video, those of you that are doing video with your dog, you're just going to kind of hide your face so you can't actually see the treat. Yeah.
Don't actually put it in your ear though. Someone's like, did you put it in your ear? Don't put it in your ear. No, just in front like this, or you're going to cup your hand.
Yep, I pinch it so the dog is eating the treat all the way around and keep eating. So I don't just give it to him, I'm letting him eat. Yeah. But my dog will have a kiss, which is a nose target to my cheek on cue, but we did a secret instead.
Yeah, you can do either. You can make it your own, whatever works for you guys. Okay, so, and the last one is then settling down. You can get your dogs to do just a regular down. You can get them to do a flat onto one side. Either's fine, but we're going to get you doing that while you're sitting so that your dog is down by your feet. Okay, right. 2 minutes. Okay. 2 minutes for this one.
Oh, I love this. This is how I trained my dog to give my husband a kiss. Very cute.
Love that.
Yeah, very cute. All right, one more page after this.
Oh my goodness, so fun. How are you guys enjoying this? You enjoying it? I've been loving the comments that are coming up. Absolutely loving the comments. So much fun. Now I have a slobbery ear. Oh my goodness.
And if you have a small dog, you might need to get all the way down on the ground, or it can just be a kiss to your hand. It doesn't have to be a secret. It can be a paw, a shake. It can be a kiss. It can be a whatever you make it your own. Absolutely.
And if you guys have a nervous dog, a dog that's a new rescue, a dog that you've recently rehomed, what you're not going to do is get in their face, okay? So what you're going to do is just gradually build up their confidence, all right? What you're not going to do is get up in your dog's face and just start putting food near yours, because that's a recipe for disaster, okay? So this is assuming you have a really awesome bond with your dog already. If that is not the case, if you've only just got to know your dog, then you're going to take it gradually, do some things that don't involve coming too close to you first.
This is how
I love this. Was that with mistletoe or was that with like, chocolates?
You're
Love it.
absolutely right. This works with all species, not just dogs.
I love it. Oh my goodness. I love it. This is great. Fred wants to do a pivot on the boxes. I love a pivot.
Oh,
my goodness.
that's a golden retriever, it looks like.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
All right. So much fun. I'm loving this. Did anyone else get a treat stuck in their ear? There's a story right there. You don't get that fun every day. Oh my goodness, amazing. All right, guys. Yeah, 2 minutes. 2 minutes are done. So last page. Let's add that back to the stream. Woo! Okay, page 7 and the final page. After finishing checking the Christmas list, Santa gets up, slips on his warm winter boots and bright red jacket before turning to Rudolph. Ready, buddy? Santa asks before they head over to the sleigh together for the most magical night of the year. Happy holidays, everyone.
So the behaviors that that you're doing with your dog is just doing some kind of like a tunnel where they go through your legs. I also in this video show that I'm putting on a jacket and boots, which for some dogs is, hey, we're going outside. So if you have a dog that gets triggered to run to the door, this might be a good chance or opportunity to start training that, where your dog has, stays in a down or a sit while you put on this equipment. That means we're going outside. And then recall your dog to you. So we're going through the legs. So here's the video for that. So boots, red jacket. Of course, had to put on my Santa hat.
Amazing.
And recall through the legs and have your dog go out for a walk.
And a cute little head tilt there from Bentley at the end. Oh my goodness. Love that. All right, guys. So couple of last behaviors. All right. So what we're going to do, you're going to get your equipment. You're going to get dressed. All right. You're going to reward your dog for holding still while you do that. Okay. Great desensitization practice. And then you're going to practice calling your dog to you. That's it. And you're going to do that in a fun way. All right. So maybe you're going to get them to go between your legs. Maybe if you've got a bigger dog, you're going to get them to do a helicopter around you before turning and moving away with them. Whatever that looks like, you're going to do it in a fun way. All right. You guys get to choose based on what your dog is happy and comfortable with. All right. So 2 minutes on the timer. Let's go.
All right.
Awesome. So much awesome. So many of you guys are like, yes, really loving this. Absolutely loving this. Oh my goodness. Yo, do you want to get the video ready so we can show it at the end?
Okay.
That would be so cool. So cool.
Okay, this is the one. This is the one I'm actually going to share. So it's going to be my share.
All right. So Beverly's saying struggling a little bit. Ooh. I love the mini reindeer with that comment. How adorable. Yeah, your decorations are so on point, Yo. They're just phenomenal. No matter what season, Yo has the most incredibly decorated house that I have ever seen in my life. I had to take mine down because it was red and it clashed really bad with my hair. It was like, oh no, I can't go on like that. But yeah, Yo always has an amazing decoration. Okay, so Beverly was saying that she's struggling a little bit because her dog didn't want to touch her ear. But what you can do is 100% you can work it in stages. So have your and then bring it closer and then bring it closer. And then, you'll do it in each incremental step. So your dog gets success. They enjoy that stage. And then you're going to practice a little bit along.
I do a kiss when I'm teaching kiss. I'll just, do a nose target to my hand at a distance and I'll, reward, take away. And then you progressively bring that closer and closer. Maybe it's just right here, or here, depending on how strong your dog is. I saw somebody got hit in the face. So be very careful if your dog is like, yeah, like animated. Yeah.
So for safety, have it off of your body first, get that behavior, then bring it close. If you've got a dog that's going to literally come and lump a paw in your head, you don't want that. All right. So you're going to want to do this at a distance and then bring it in for that element too.
Yeah. Good. We've got some people.
Cool, Caroline. Yeah. Leon burgers don't tend to go between the legs too easily.
Yeah, my dog is the reason why I started dog training. He was a dog that I got after all my kids were out of the home, and I was in a successful business of doing. I had 3 gyms in my city, so that was my 3rd gym, and I was a personal trainer and owned a gym in the area, and I just loved the training with my dog, and I loved the bond that, I had 3 kids in and out of my home. And I was like, the unconditional love that I get my dog from the moment that he came home is unlike anything I've ever experienced in my life. And it was like I said, and I think it was in 2015, I go, yeah, I'm going to change careers after 30 years. So
yeah, just total, like it still involves people and coaching people, but so different. Yeah, so different.
But, most people get out of their career when they're not successful. I left when I was just like, I love spending time with my dog. And I think this experience of unconditional love is something that a lot of people don't get to tap into. Some people just never get that feeling, right? So
I love the connection that we get to have with our animals. Just amazing. Okay, amazing. All right. So how is everyone getting on? We are at time. All right. So drop in the comments. Let us know, how far did you get? Which was your favorite part of the sequence? Which did your dog love the most? Let's have some comments. Let's pull some up. Let's see how people are getting on. Absolutely loving this. At least tomorrow we'll be practicing with all 3 of my girls. Awesome. Hell, that's amazing. We can't wait for your updates. So awesome.
So what comes next is we're going to share with you the link to how to make this your own. But before we do that, I'm going to show you this exact same thing that I did with my dog, just the same thing that you just saw, but in a MP4. So you're going to get the link again to Canva where you can make this your own. If you do little videos like I did, then you can export it as an MP4. If you want to do just the book where it flips from one page to the other, export it as MP4. Decide how you want to do, how much time you want to have on that. If you want to do images, again, it can just be like that, but done in a movie. So let me show you this video that I am going to share.
It's all right. When it's full screen, let me pull that up to the stream. There we go.
Okay.
Tis the night before Christmas. Santa and Rudolph are getting ready for the holiday. Santa puts on his red hat and shouts out a ho, ho, ho. Very excited, Rudolph fetches his scarf so Santa can help him put it on. Rudolph really loves this time of year. The lights, the cookies, the joy. And especially the extra playtime with Santa. Santa and Rudolph head over to the workshop to take a look at all the toys ready to be wrapped. As they enter the workshop, Rudolph gets distracted by a shiny new toy and loses sight of Santa. Santa calls for Rudolph. Rudolph, over here! Let's get to work. Rudolph zooms right by the toy and comes happily to find Santa. Santa grabs an empty box and places it on the floor. Rudolph jumps in the box. Silly Rudolph, what are you doing? Santa asks. Rudolph responds, wrap me up. I want to surprise one of the children this Christmas. Get on out and come and help me wrap these presents instead, laughs Santa. Rudolph grabs a toy and drops it in the box. Santa shouts out, great job, and gives Rudolph a high five and begins to wrap up the gift. Rudolph sits patiently, waiting for his favorite part, where he gets to help tie the bow. Suddenly, there is a knock at the door. Rudolph heads over to his spot while Santa goes to check and see who is there. Santa returns with a plate of fresh cookies delivered by Mrs. Claus. He puts the plate down and runs to the kitchen to get some milk. When he returns, he places a cookie down for Rudolph and says, "Rudolph, go take a cookie break." Rudolph runs over and gladly eats his cookie. Rudolph knows that Santa rarely ever gets thanked for all the hard work he puts in year after year to deliver all the gifts to the children across the world. Rudolph eyes Santa and asks him to follow him, and he walks around the different gifts that Santa has laid out. Rudolph stops in front of one gift in particular and sits next to it. The gift says, "To Santa from Rudolph." Santa is surprised by Rudolph's kindness, generosity, and ingenious gift-wrapping skills. He gives Rudolph a gentle hug as Rudolph whispers his biggest Christmas wish in Santa's ear. Afterwards, Rudolph settles down by Santa's feet as he finishes the Christmas list. Rudolph takes one more look at Santa before nodding off and keeping Santa's slippers warm. After finishing checking the Christmas list, Santa gets up, slips on his warm winter boots and bright red jacket before turning to Rudolph. "Ready, buddy?" Santa asks, before they head over to the sleigh together for the most magical night of the year. Happy holidays, everyone.
Oh my goodness, it makes me so happy when I watch that, when I look at like Bentley's happy face and just, oh my goodness, it all comes together. I can't help but smiling and smiling. Wow. And I've seen this a million times and I'm still like beaming every time. I'm like, ah. Oh my goodness, I love it. Look, adorable, super cute. Oh my goodness. Absolutely priceless. Bentley is so cute. He is so photogenic. So photogenic. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
All right, so let's break down what the Canva link is and the story. So they have does everyone used Canva before? Let's see what the experience is of our audience before we just hand them a link.
Absolutely. So let's if you've never used Canva before, let us know. Let us know you don't even know what it is. That's totally fine. If you know what Canva is and you've used it before, let us know as well. We're just going to do a quick Whistlestop Tour. So let me just pull up the design.
Michelle, which link are we sharing on Canva? The storybook from, I guess we got to figure out which, yeah.
Yeah, so the storybook that we used for the class, I think that'll be the perfect one. So if I just pull up a version here, we can share that. There are so many versions here. We'll go with this one. Let's hope this is the right one. Let's see. Nope, that's the old one.
Okay, I've got it.
Have you got it? Amazing. Okay, awesome.
Okay, so what you're going to get is a link. We're going to drop it right now. I'm going to drop how can I drop it to them right now? Well, I'm going to share with you guys the link. This link you're going to click and it's going to open up a program called Canva. So let's do a live demonstration of what that looks like and then how easy it is for you to put in your own images. That will be very useful, I think.
Yep. I think that'd be super, super cool. So Canva is a really, really, really intuitive bit of software. All you need is a web browser and to follow the link. Okay, so we're going to give you a link and it's going to open in your web browser and you're going to have something that looks similar to what is on the screen. Okay. So once you click on the link that we provide, it will take you to Canva. Now, you don't have to have a paid account. They do have a professional version. All that means is you get access to more pictures and things that you get to use as elements in the storybook. Okay, you don't need to worry about that because you're putting your own pictures in there. Okay, so what you want to do is just follow the link. All right, and you'll be able to edit the template with your own pictures. So follow the link and you'll end up in Canva with a project that looks just like the one on the screen here.
Okay. So what you'll do, here are the things that you can change. So let's say you want to add your own dog's images. You're going to go to upload. And at this point, you're going to see all my images on here. Upload your own media. So here I've got like a picture of Bentley that I have. All you do is click the picture that you want and you just slide it into the template that we're giving you. You can click it twice and move and change the image in any way. Okay, so let's say I want to use this image. I hold it down and I just slide it in to where I'd like to use it. Or maybe you don't have 10 images of your own dog, of your dog. So you can simply just change the template if you'd like and make it bigger or smaller. You can also, instead of put starring your pup, you can change the text by double clicking and put your dog's name right here. If you don't want to use a holiday story, you'd rather use the word Christmas, you can just change the text like this. Then we go into the images here on page 2, which is our page 1 of the story. This is an image template, but let's say you want to lay a video. Same thing, you'll go to upload and you can upload a video right here. So I simply hold and drag and boom, that little
After finishing
template,
checking the Christmas list, Santa gets up, slips on him.
That little template, you can put a picture or a video, totally up to you. The space is for you to make this your own. And then I've already laid Jingle Bell Christmas song. But let's say you don't want Jingle Bells. You want to change the audio. You're going to go over to music over here on your template and pick a different song. So whatever comes with the programs, right? Now, if you want to use Michelle's audio, we will send that separately and you would upload it as an audio. And then you would be able to play, the audio that comes from her voice over the whole thing. One other thing that we'd say is that like each of these pages has a certain amount of time that it's going to show up when you export it into a movie. So you can change the amount of time. So you see here, I clicked the whole page and here you can change the time of how long it's going to be on the screen. So if you just want it to show up for 5 seconds, you click there and press done. And then you have all of your pages here. Now you can add to the story if you'd like. Here you can put an image that says, happy holidays, just one image by itself. Customize this and make it your own. These are just little placeholders for you to insert your own images. Okay.
Awesome. All right. So many thanks coming in from lots and lots and lots of viewers saying thank you so much for the tutorial. This looks really easy and fun. I can't wait to use it. And other people reassuring those that have never used it before that Canva is really easy to use. Honestly, it's one of my favorite bits of software that I've discovered in the last 12 months. I don't know what I did before Canva. Everything was so complicated. You'd go into Adobe and you'd make all this stuff and it'd take forever. And then you can hop into Canva and you can do it in 10 minutes. It's so awesome. Awesome stuff.
Okay. So now after you've gotten your template and it's all working great, let me go and share my entire screen. Again, Michelle, what I'm going to do is go back to where we were before.
Amazing. You are mind reading. I love it. All right, guys. So what you get to do, you get to follow that link. You get to upload your own photos, create your own holiday storybook, and we want you to share it. Share some of the images, share the whole thing. You're going to use #MyHolidayStory. Okay, so this means that anybody who searches My Holiday Story will be able to find them. We'll know what you guys are up to. We'll be able to see your progress. And if you have any questions about how to perfect a little bit of it, you can use #MyHolidayStory to get support and advice around that so that you can create this amazing memento you can share with all of your friends and family and spread that joy this holiday season.
And I wanted to pop up on the Facebook group page that you're on. I want people that have not seen this presentation going, what is all this? Like, where's this coming from? So it just brings a smile and laughter to anyone that looks at this and they go, this is really cool. So share in any way that you can, even if it's just an image with the hashtag my holiday story, just like this image that you see right here on the screen.
Yeah, so let's flood the groups with awesome holiday pictures of your pups. Hashtag my holiday story. Amazing. All right. It was coming. You knew there was going to be a gift. You knew there was going to be a gift. So we love to over deliver, as you'll probably realize by now. Day 22 of the International Dog Trainers Winter Summit. So, Yo, talk us through what have we got in store for all our amazing attendees that have joined us today.
Yes, so our gifts are twofolded. We want to expand on gamifying your training since we really didn't give you a total workshop. We just gave you a demonstration of one very, small piece of what we bring to the workshops. So on December 27th, we're going to do a much deeper dive on what is gamifying your training and how do you incorporate it into your own dog training business. So that's December 27th, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. 9 a.m. because it's the weekend and I want to get this party started early. I will have been 2.5 days away from this group. So I would be like, I'm ready by 9 a.m. at least over here. And then our masterclass, Make Your Mark Masterclass, is a much more intensive deep dive. So it's not just on the themes and the games and things like that we incorporate in training, but it's entire dog training business, how to take what you currently do and launch an online training business. How does it look like? What does that get to look like? So that's going to be January 10th, 10 a.m. And that's a much more deeper dive into online training, the whole shebang.
Absolutely. So yeah, we're going to give you everything you need to know to do a really good job of it. So if you don't want to be held to, what the local lockdown restrictions are in your area, or you feel like, oh man, I've had to put stuff online, but I'm not sure I'm doing a great job of it, or there are other worries coming up for you guys, you want to know how to make this next coming year the most successful in your business yet, then we're going to be sharing all of the secrets. It's no secret. We told you guys, in terms of like finances, what it is feasible to be earning as a dog trainer. And we are going to make sure that you guys get that success. All right. So we're going to be giving you everything that you need to know. So it's a deep dive into how to make your mark. All right.
Yeah, gamify your training. We're just going to stream it right back into the group like we always have. And then I think we have a focus meeting that same day. So that's why we're doing it like that. But Make Your Mark Masterclass is on a different platform. So you do need to register in advance. We are limited with how many spots we can have. So we will, again, market this and you're going to get an email later on today exactly how to register for that masterclass. Yeah.
I'm so excited. It's going to be amazing. So let's pull you back on screen. Oh, sorry. Let's pull you back on. So you've got those two things to go in the diary. You'll also have that template, which we've dropped in the comments, I think already, Yo. Is that right? We're definitely going to put it in the description above.
Yeah, let's re-edit the description above. So when they're looking at this video, they can click the link and start at it right now. I would love to put the MP3 if you can. I'll put the MP3 into the Canva before I export it for them. So to have that template. Okay.
Amazing. Yeah, definitely. So you guys will have everything ready to go and you'll be able to edit that and make your incredible storybook. So you've got your storybook template. You have your Gamify Your Training Part 2 workshop on Sunday. So if you guys don't make a long live because it's a crazy time of the day, that's okay. That one will be being shown again. So it'll be able to be caught up on. So that's fine. And then you must register in advance for the Make Your Mark Masterclass, which is the first workshop of January, first workshop of the year, sorry, the January workshop. So, oh my goodness, so exciting.
All right, so let's open it up for Q&A like we always do. So live Q&A, let us know what kind of questions you have. We are going to be available
Okay, let me just speak into this a moment. So Jane says, try to register a number of times for the masterclass. We have had a couple of people saying that the emails aren't getting sent automatically. Don't worry. What I'm going to do is figure out what's going on there. Don't you just love it when tech has its moments? If you have signed up with your email address, you've gone through that process. We're seeing the registrations come in, so don't panic. We've got plenty of people registered already, so I dare say it's gone through absolutely fine. But I will be sending out a confirmation email probably this weekend now. So if come this weekend you don't have an email to say, hey, yeah, welcome, can't wait for it, here's the link, then think about getting in touch and saying, hey, you know what, I'm not sure it registered properly. But yeah, I'm aware that there is a bit of an issue with the automatic emails going out from Webinar Jam. So try not to panic about that one. We'll get on top of that.
Wait, here's our normal response. Check your spam folder.
I love that. Amazing. Yeah, definitely check that. But I'm also aware that some people haven't been getting them. So I'm just going to have a little check of what's going on under the hood of that.
All right. Someone's asking about Canva. Great question. Canva is a software that is done virtual online. You do not have to have a computer. You can access. In fact, I have an app called Canva that I can have access to and change it. Now, some of the things that you can do. Who are you talking to, Michelle?
My mum's come in. She's got Jess in this most adorable, cute little Santa outfit.
Some of the things that you can do on your computer on Canva are different than what you can do on your phone. Specifically, if you've got this, like the paid version of it. So I've noticed that that's the biggest difference. Other than that, if you've got pictures or videos that you're taking on your phone, what I do is I just tend to share them with my computer, and I do most of my editing on the computer. It's just a little bit easier for me. But again, we're asking you to put pictures in there, not necessarily video. So you do not have to do the video version of this, but you can export it as a video. So you will share, and then it has all these different options on how to share. All right.
All right, don't worry, Corinne, you haven't missed anything. We're going to drop it in the description above. Once we get off this stream, we'll be able to go into Facebook and edit and update that so that the links and everything are already there for you. All right, so just give us 5-10 minutes after we've come off today. We'll get that updated for you, and you'll be able to go straight away and have a go.
Yep. Most of the pictures and videos I took were from my cell phone. I have an iPhone. I think it's 11 or 12. It's a pretty higher quality phone. And then I just airdrop them to my computer, right? Because I'm a Mac person, so I just let them airdrop, but you can export them, share them some way, or you can download the Canva app onto your phone, and you can export them that way.
Yeah, sometimes it depends on what the hardware is. I often just send stuff via Bluetooth to my laptop, because that's just really easy. If I've sat my phone here, you can do it via cable, so you can upload a file via cable, or you can even just email it to yourself with an attachment. That also works. So there are lots of ways to get them onto your computer. But yeah, if you're having trouble with that, I'm sure just reach out. There'll be plenty of people that can support with that.
Yeah, and in our, I think it's in our masterclass, we go into using Canva versus Keynote versus PowerPoint presentation. We also are going to talk a lot about this particular platform: StreamYard, Restream, Zoom, and Facebook Live. We've been able to use all of them. So we've got our interpretation of what it looks like. And as a dog trainer, this is how you can use this, and what are some of the problems you might have. So we've got a lot of experience on those 4 different platforms. We've got dog trainers that are on a very, very minimum budget, and they're like, okay, I want to do what you're doing, but I want to do it with this budget. So we're able to give you that information, what it looks like if you have a very, very little budget, but you really want to over deliver to your clients. You want a massive audience. You want, we'll show you how to do that in our masterclass, as well as someone who does have a budget and they want to, have their own online course, or they want to host, something on their website. So that's some of the skills that we're going to go over in our masterclass.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Let's have a look. So Dorcas says, can you overlay Michelle's voice as well as the jingle bells if the voiceover isn't already part of the video?
Mm-mm. It's one or the other. So I can export her voice as one video file and it would get into Canva and that's what I'm going to do is she's going to, when we get off this, because I've got pieces, she's going to record one of her voice. Now, if you don't want to use her voice, then take her voice and exchange it for a song that's on Canva.
Absolutely. And someone else was saying here, do you ever use iMovie? 100% you can use iMovie. So something like this would allow you to put multiple things of audio across. So you could take the MP3, you could add some jingle bells, and you could put everything together. And you can get various software. So if you don't have iMovie, that's fine. Even just the normal one that comes with your computer is perfectly capable of overlaying different audio streams and putting that over a video of your dog doing the tricks.
So Corrine, this is for you. This is what we're really good at is we're making technology your friend and making it super simple. I think simple is always better because then you're more likely to actually use it. When you know, going live and all of this gets super complicated, if you haven't gone through any kind of leadership training, you've got reasons, you've got like what we call nerds of why you won't get started. And one of the biggest things I hear is, well, I have to learn the software and I've got to understand how it works and I got to know everything about it before I go. And meanwhile, 3 months pass and you still haven't launched your program, right? So we are all about making things super simple and finding a way to have you press that button and being okay with going the way that it is. You can always alter and change. I am that way as well. I was like, I would not put a video out unless it was perfect. Then it took me 2.5 years to actually launch an online school. 2.5 years. I had 7 to 10 terabytes of video and I wouldn't let it be shown because I was so, like, oh, it's not perfect. My foot was on the way. It was, so we'll teach you in our masterclass how to get rid of that so that you can have exactly what you want. Right.
Yeah, like absolutely. And, that's actually one of our things. We want to make it easy. We want to make it easy for trainers all over the world to take this stuff and to use it day to day. To be able to go and create your own videos or know how to put together a really, really, really awesome opt-in video for your courses, whatever it is that you need, the tech should not be the issue that keeps you back. And actually that was one of the huge reasons that, Yo and I, if you haven't seen on our website yet, we actually train trainers. But one of the things that we've put together is a toolbox for trainers that will give absolutely everything you need to basically launch an online business overnight. So it is, it's a puppy edition at the moment, but it takes everything away from having to go into video production to get those really awesome video shots, to then have to, come up with a script and write that and then put that in as a talking heads video or overlay, or all of that stuff that you need to do. That's a huge barrier and often leads to procrastination, leads to us going, oh, it's not perfect, I can't possibly put it out there yet, or oh, I don't have a good enough camera, or oh, you know what, I don't have the time to do this. Because like you said, 2.5 years to put together something is a long time. When you've got all of those, perfectionist nerds creeping in, you're like, I've got to get it done and it's got to be really good and everyone's going to see it. So what we've actually done is put together a toolbox that combines everything that you need to literally go online overnight. So, it's those kind of things that actually shouldn't be the barrier. That should not be what's keeping you from up leveling your business. And we're going to talk into that an awful lot more in our masterclass, because there are so many ways you can do this. But yeah, it's something that we were really passionate about, that, tech and the ability to do film and recording and all of that, and understand that and have that really good knowledge shouldn't hold you back.
All right, this question right here, what you're sharing. So Catherine, is it just Catherine?
Catherine, yeah, Catherine.
Oh, Catherine, okay. I guess it's spelled different. Yeah. So Catherine, to share the video that I shared, I would just share on social media and wish everyone a happy holiday. You can share it if you're a dog trainer and you want to share it to your clients and have them go out and do it. You would share the template version of it. Do not share an editable one where they're editing your master copy. So share a template like we are doing for you. We're giving you the template and now you can go do whatever you want with it. And then when you export it, you're going to share it back on your social media.
Yeah. So what you guys get to do once you've created your wonderful storybook, you can download it as a PNG image and a series of images, and you can upload it as that to Facebook and have a series that people click through. You can download it as a PDF because everyone can have a free PDF viewer that they just open it up on your phone or on your computer. You can print it. You can get it. I think one of our students actually getting a bound copy made and printed up so that they can have that and treasure that forever. So however you want to deliver it is totally fine. No fee for the masterclass. No fee at all for the masterclass. Totally free. So we're going to be going through.
Yeah, masterclass is free, and we're giving you the information on how to do an online course on your own.
Yeah.
So you do not need to have any, there's no money to take the class. And it's probably about 1.5 to 2 years of what we did to get an online course that we're going to give to you. So if you're tired of being on the hamster wheel of how do I generate more leads? Okay, now what? Okay, now I got to do this. And a home studies program. Okay, what does that look like? And then I've got to actually service them so that they stay in the community. Okay, what does that look like? And then what platform should I use? So we're going to go through all of the tools that you would use for online training or in-person training, how you can do a hybrid program design. Yeah. Consultations. We're going to give you that. And you're going to get a lot of links like we're going to be dropping today. This kind of template, we're going to give you some free links in the masterclass, but we also have our own ability. We have our own toolbox that gives it to anyone that wants it, that doesn't want to go out and do it themselves. So the masterclass is free. And you're going to get a lot of information that we've had to practice and fail and, pick up and brush off and go, okay, let's try this one, so.
Absolutely. You guys do not want to have to make the mistakes that we've made along the way. It'll be way quicker for you to go, oh, there's the route through this, this wood. All right, great. I don't have to go down all these dead ends and trial and change this and work through all of that. So yeah, you guys get access to the blueprint, if you like.
So I did see a question about space. So if you are running on a laptop like I am, like a regular, just a laptop, and you don't have a lot of storage, you can always get an external hard drive and store all of your videos there. They do not have to store on your computer. In fact, I work on Final Cut Pro. All of my photos and stuff are all done on my external hard drive. So when I'm ready to edit videos, I use my hard drive to turn on that application, and then I'm able to edit videos. So even if you've got a dinosaur old, laptop, you're going to still be able to, work on online stuff.
I think my hard drive, which is many terabytes, is like this big. It's tiny. I love it.
Yeah, mine's probably a little bigger, but I've got 2 10 terabyte external hard drives.
Love it. Love it. Amazing. So yeah, absolutely, Ronnie, there's no fee for the masterclass at all. So this is going to be I think it's about a 3-hour deep dive. So it's a longer period of time, but that means that we can really go into detail of exactly the process you want to go through, why online is so essential, whether you're also doing in person or not, whether it's COVID or not, whatever, this is a way that actually is here to stay for the better. So we're going to go through all of the detail and give you guys a really deep view on that. So yeah, amazing. So
and
cool.
All your questions when it's got to do with Facebook platform or, teachables, or if you're already doing online stuff, bring all those questions to us. We love questions and discussions. We have lots of different groups that we talk to and talk with. Yes.
Yeah. So Debbie, it will be recorded, but you need to register in order to get access to the recording. So the recording's only going to be emailed out to the people who register. I think we've got a limit of 3,000 seats. Okay. So to put that into perspective, 13,000 of you registered for the International Summit. Okay. Which means that not everybody is going to get a seat if everybody wanted one. All right, which means that to get your place secured, I totally recommend following that link as soon as we drop it in the description. And you guys just follow that link, get yourself signed up, save your seat. If it turns out that you cannot make it on the day, don't worry, because you will get a link to that recording. You will be able to ask us questions at a later date, but it will take us a little bit longer to get those answers to you. So turning up live on the day means that you get to ask us those questions and get those answers in real time. All right, so it's definitely best if you can turn up on the day, but if something comes up and you really can't make it, don't worry, you will get access to it.
And it will itemize it. So if you're looking for something particular, you'll be able to just like skip over the video and, look at that part. The masterclass is about a 3-hour deep dive because we're going into a lot of different parts of it. And we're going to do the best we can to give you as much information. And then we'll have a live Q&A afterwards where you can just kind of ask some questions. And there are other parts to it, and we will do it again. So it's not like a one and done. It's just that we have a course that we're launching later on that month. And this was the only time we wanted to get this information to you before you go and launch anything in January. So if you've been thinking about it and you're really, I'm just thinking about it, I'm not really sure. If you're at a point where you are thinking about going online and really not sure and can't wait till January, we can do a one-to-one strategy call with you. We can set up a call with you and give you a 30-minute, here's why you should wait, because we're going to give you all of this info. So if you're on the verge of going and you can't wait, your rent depends on it, your livelihood depends on it, we don't want you to suffer at all. We want you to be successful. So set up a call with us. We're not busy at all, so no worries there.
Love your humor, yo. I love your humor.
I don't want to.
We can open up some time for some strategy calls with you guys to kind of make sure that you're getting what you need. I
like this right here. Let's do that. I love having some questions in advance. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Whoever this is, great idea.
Yeah. So remember, guys, if you have things that you want to ask, brilliant. Send them in advance. That's cool. We might cover some of them anyway before we even get to that point. So, but yeah, if it's something that you're not going to be able to be there and you want some help with, it's cool.
All right. Any other questions?
Don't worry, Alla, there'll be plenty more coming in the new year. So it won't be as intense. You guys will be able to actually do, your day-to-day lives at the same time. We'll be able to go back to doing some coaching with our students as well. But we will definitely have things for you guys coming up over the entire year. So you won't be missing us. All right, amazing. Any other questions, guys? Or if not, okay, Leslie's saying, when can we register? Immediately. So the link is open. We're going to be sharing it in the description of this video. So once this live stream ends, what we're going to do is pop the link in there. So all you need to do is refresh it. Give us about 10 minutes to make sure that we can update them. Refresh it. The links will be there for the template and for the masterclass registration. Okay, so click on both of those, get your template sorted, and make sure that you're registered for the masterclass. Okay, if you have any questions about the masterclass, about anything relating to that, drop them in our email inbox. Okay, contact@empowereddog.com. Okay, it's rather busy in there at the moment, isn't it, yo? I've only got a few hundred emails that we still got to read and respond to. So just a little bit of patience on that one, if you don't mind. That would be awesome. And we will definitely get back to you.
But if you put the subject line masterclass question or something about masterclass, if you put that in the subject line, we will flag it and take a look at it. And any question that's on there that we can respond right away, absolutely. If you are struggling at any moment right now, and like I said, if something is very urgent, we will get on the phone with you. Okay, so she's in the UK, I'm in the United States, whether we're using Messenger or WhatsApp app, we will find the time to talk to you. We don't want you to struggle. We want you to be ready for the new year. But the earliest we can get that masterclass in was on January 10th. That gives us enough time to put our content together, because we've dedicated most of our time doing the summit. We've pretty much put everything else on hold so that we can over deliver, right? But
we love to do that. So it'll be it'll wind down a little bit. I think we're having 2 days off, Yo. Is that about right?
We got 2 days off, but then we've got our, the second part of this workshop that you're in. So you're going to see a lot of the stuff that's going into the master class. You're going to see a small piece of it, but it's still, good 75 minutes to 90 minutes of all about the part, the gamifying your training, how to incorporate games and themes and challenges, and how you can do it on a daily basis, a weekly, a monthly, what that looks like, and how fun it can be, and how enrolling, and how you can build your audience and all of that in just a really fun way. So
absolutely. Oh my goodness. So looking forward to this. Right, guys, let's let you go. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening. If you guys got up early, awesome start to the day. Great job. And we will see you tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is really cool. Tomorrow we have an instructor called Lisa coming in to talk all about man trailing, which is where dogs will trail people. So if you have any questions, anything where you're like, what you can do, hang on, I can train my dog. You don't have to be an operational search and handle dog. You absolutely can train your pet dog to trail people. Lisa's going to be in the studio with us tomorrow, 11 a.m. PST, for a deep dive into man trailing, what it is, how to get started. And I cannot wait. You guys are going to love this one. Really, really awesome.
We have 2 speakers tomorrow, and we still have...
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And we still have Jason's videography. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to use your iPhone and create amazing videos like you saw. I mean, mine was mediocre. I must admit it wasn't my best work, but I've got a video that we're going to drop a little bit later on videography. We're going to drop it about, looks like it's going to be 2 o'clock, another hour and 10 minutes. We're going to drop it right into the group. There'll be no introduction or anything. You're just going to have an extra bonus presenter that puts something together. It's very, very short, but it's like 10 tips on videotaping. And then really who else do we have tomorrow, Michelle?
Oh my goodness. It's going to be awesome. And I'm going to pull up the thing because you know what? I've got that blank mind right now at 11 o'clock. No, it's not. What time is it? I don't even know anymore. Yo, who have we got tomorrow? This is terrible.
I will have to look it up.
I love it. I love it. You put me in the I'm like, oh no. I don't know.
We're going to drop it in the group a little bit later because we're going to go back into Streamer and schedule our speakers for tomorrow. So you're going to see 2 names pop up tomorrow, as well as Jason is our videographer is going to be dropping his presentation in about 1 hour and 10 minutes. So we will take off for now and we will get back to work, right?
Yes, we will. Oh my goodness. Have a super rest of the day, guys. And catch you soon.